What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is the Belle Collective, season 1, episode 7. So, first of all, we start this episode off with Kaylon, Latrice, Antoinette, and Latrice PR person. What's her name? Pat. Why is Kaylon here? Kaylon want to buy a goat. They thought they was going for a girls' day out. They ended up down to the farm buying a goat. And she said that she was looking to buy a goat to cut her grass. Halfway through the thing, Antoinette said, "Girl, I just give you the number to my landscaper." Girl, what? I just anyway. Then we have Marie. Marie invited the therapist to come over and make a house call. He was like, I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and hook you up with the little house call to come and talk to the family. She invited her son Jarius and her and two of his. She invited all 3 of the baby mamas. And the purpose of the meeting was for them to figure out how they can all be on one page. I thought this was a good meeting. I thought this was a good conversation. And I feel like everybody in that conversation was on some grown folk stuff, except for Jarius. Anyway. And Marie let them know, listen, she said, listen, I love being a grandma, and it would make me happy, or would make me, whatever I'm trying to say, that I wish I could be the grandmother that I want to be. But because of my health issues, because of my limitations, and the fact that I'm here by myself a lot, because come to find out, child, her husband ain't been coming home. She can't get him on the phone. Child, he out doing him. So because he's not coming home regularly, she can't depend on him. And because Jarius is off doing whatever the fuck it is he does, she was like, at the end of the day, I can't really depend on anybody. So I can't keep the kids like I want to keep the kids. And so I need y'all to figure some things out. And the one thing she said was, I really need y'all to take me out of the middle. Y'all are calling me instead of calling him. And I get it that y'all are calling me instead of calling him because he has not been responsive. So I need him to be responsive. When they call you, boy, you need to answer the phone. You need to be responsive to what it is that they're telling you that they need. And if you need my help, then you call me yourself, and I will help you do whatever needs to be done. They should not know what's coming from me and what's coming from you, because everything should be coming through you. I said, I know that's right. I'm here for that, Marie. Now, the one thing I didn't hear in that conversation that I wanted to hear more of was him stepping up and saying he's going to be a better father. I don't think I heard a lot of that. I don't. And I even feel like the 2 ladies, the counselor said, what do you need from him? And both of them just basically said the same thing. Like, I need you to just be there. I need you to be responsible. I need you to step your ass up. Step it up. Now, the one mother turned to the other mother and she said, listen, I would like for us to be friends. She said, I don't mean friends like best friends, hang out friends, but if you taking your child to the park, give me a call and we can let the kids play together. We can talk to each other and we can maybe be a support and a help for each other. And Marie was like, you know what? That is some grown woman shit right there. And I said, you know what it is? Because let's be clear. For this boy to have 3 baby mamas and all 3 of the kids all be under the age of 1, we know that there was some double dipping and some overlapping. And those women know that there was some double dipping and some overlapping. But for that girl to turn to that woman, that other young lady, I won't call her girl, young lady, and say to her, listen, whatever all of that is, it's not even important. I want our kids to know each other because they're siblings. And I want us to figure out a way that we can be there for each other. I said, that's some grown woman shit right there. I was here for it. And, I said this last episode, and I probably said it in my live. Yes, this show brings us a lot of drama. But the one thing the show also brings us, in between the drama, they bring us some good stuff. They bring us some real conversations and some good stuff. And this is an example of that. That was a good conversation, and that was some real stuff. There are grown women who can't do that, and these are teenagers or those young ladies are in their early 20s that are saying, "Listen." And the other young lady said, "She said I'm here. I can do that." She said, "I hear you. I can commit to that. And I can just respect that." I just thought that was a moment. I just thought that was a moment. And like I said, I've seen grown 30, 40-year-old women who can't do that. Because at the end of the day, your beef ain't with each other. Your beef is with him. He the one that did that to y'all. Now, I don't know all of the ins and the outs. And, girls can be girls. Women can be women. We do petty stuff to each other. But at the end of the day, he the only one that made a commitment to those women. However that commitment looked like. I was here for that. Grown folk moment. Oh Lord. Okay. So then we had Leticia went back down to the city council with Tambra. And they met with his name, Keith. And she said that she's been running into a lot of, roadblocks that, she's calling people, they're not calling her back. She's emailing people, they're not returning her emails. And she's just, she needs help. And the first thing he said was, well, I already told you this was going to be an up and down. I told you this was going to be this. He said, second of all, what you need to understand is Jackson is a big little town. Meaning, word got out about how things went down at the brunch. And a lot of people may not really want to be rocking with you. It just didn't leave a good taste in some of the people's mouth who was there. And, ain't nobody really here for the drama. He said, I do not include myself in things that are going to embarrass me, embarrass my family, or embarrass this office. And so that is why I chose to leave. And he said, to be honest with you, he said, I thought about backing out altogether and telling you I couldn't help you. But because, one, I gave you my word, and I'm a man of my word. And two, because of Tambra, because I think they're cousins or something, he said, and she vouched for you. And Tambra even said then, she said, listen, I vouch for these brunches that I've never had that experience at a brunch before, and I can promise you that this is not how it normally goes. He said, well, honestly, that's why I'm still here helping you, because had you come to me and I didn't know who you were and nobody vouched for you, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'd be gone. And that was real talk. A lot of times people get in the door because of who they know, but they stay in the door because of who they know as well. And sometimes you can get yourself in the door because of who you know. I mean, on your own, but you stay in the door because of who you know. And so that was a real conversation. And Leticia needs to take heed to that, even though she doesn't, because later on in the episode, we're going to get there. Tambra ends up going out on a date with her man, her ex-boyfriend / trying to be boyfriend again. And he had a little bit of the romance going and all of that good stuff. And, she started off by saying, she said, listen, I know that you normally don't like hearing about the drama. She said, but I just got to get this off my chest. And he let her talk about the brunch and the ladies. And she said, I'm really on my women's empowerment. And I really, I need to figure out a way to bring these ladies back together. Maybe we could have a sistervention and we could try to talk to them and get them all on one page and one accord, because it is just too much and the drama's too much. And we're going to end up losing, this deal is going to end up falling through or not happening. And this is a really, really good idea. This is a really great idea because of these ladies not being able to get on one page. He listened, and then they sort of switched the subject, and she started talking to him about the surgery, about the visit with the doctor, because, they've been together. And so he's there, he knows all about it or whatever. And he said to her, he said, listen, he said, you have to, ultimately you have to do what's best for you, what you feel is best for you and what's best for where you're trying to go. But, in the past, it was always your career. And yes, you've done some great things and you've built up your career, but the question is, are you really ready now? Are you really ready to move forward and, having another surgery? You have to make the decision for ultimately what's best for you, but is that what you want? Is that where you are in your life right now, And so that was definitely the right answer that he said, because ultimately he said, whatever you're here for, I'm with. Like, whatever you need from me, I got it. And ultimately, like I said, that absolutely was the best. That was the right answer. Good answer. And so she decides that she is gonna have a friend intervention down to her house, honey. She invites the ladies to come over, and first the ladies talk. Was just Latrice, Simone. I mean Antoinette. Why I want to call that woman Simone? Antoinette and Latrice's friend, the PR. What's her name? Pat. I don't know. She always there. She might as well be on the show, child. She in every scene, but she's talking to them about, listen, I want us to come together. I want us to get on one page, And she tells them about, and let me tell you something. Latrice, you look cute in that scene, girl. I don't know if you watch my reviews or not, girl, but you look cute. Them boots. Those boots. Oh my God. Anyway. And so they basically let her know, listen, we support Leticia, but Marie is a problem. Marie is a bully. Marie is an issue. Marie is a problem. And Latrice told her point blank, listen, I told Leticia that I would support her and I would be here for her the Fair Street Project, but I'm not gonna be a part of it if Marie's a part of it, because I can't do it with her. She's a bully and she's mean and I'm not doing it. And I'm gonna say this, at the beginning of this season, y'all can go back to my first review. I really thought that Antoinette and Latrice was going to be the ladies I wasn't going to rock with, because they were coming off a little mean girlish to me. But honestly, I'm here for Latrice. I'm so here for Latrice, and I'm really here for Antoinette as well, because they're telling Tiambra point blank, listen, we are here for women's empowerment, but those brunches, the two that we have dealt with or been at, it ain't been that. That ain't what we walked away with. That's not the feeling we got, and that's not what it was about. And it really was because of one person, Marie. It wasn't because of everybody in the room. It wasn't because it's not a good idea or a good concept. It's because of Marie. And Leticia, need to get Marie in check. So Leticia shows up, and the ladies are basically trying to talk to her and let her know that Marie is the problem. Now, Leticia's thing is, one, Marie is my friend, and I know Marie, and I know that Marie can be a little abrasive and she can do a lot, but we've been friends, and she's always had my back, and I have a different relationship with her. Two, y'all was talking about me like a dog down to the Sage party last week, so I don't know who went back other than Tiambra. I don't know who went back and told Latrice what the conversation was. Leticia, what the conversation was, but either way, she was like, so why am I getting ready to sit here and listen to y'all, and y'all had a whole lot to say about me behind my back? So the way I feel about it is, y'all did me dirty, just like y'all got a problem with Marie, but it sounds like y'all got a problem with me too. Now, what I'm gonna say about that is, Leticia, I don't know why I can't say that woman's name. You're getting real defensive, and you have a little bit of a point about they had some things to say about you down to the party. But the flip side of that is, but they're coming to you now. And they're telling you now. And you have to understand, you have to know that Marie was the problem in those two brunches. You have to know that. Like, if you don't want to accept the fact that Marie was the issue and Marie was the problem at those two brunches, then you deserve for your project to fall through. Then you deserve for this to not happen. Because at the end of the day, these women are coming to you, and these women are trying to tell you this was a problem, and we have a problem with her. And yeah, you may not like the fact that we had a conversation about it amongst ourselves before we had a conversation with you, but we're coming to you now, and what I need you to do is receive it and hear what we're talking about. But child, she won't try to hear it. And then somewhere in the middle, Tiambra and Antoinette ended up getting into it. And child, Antoinette, because she was like, because Simone was on that, I'm every woman, we all should stick together no matter what, we all should be here to support each other. And Antoinette was like, girl, at the end of the day, no, I can't commit to that. And all of this kumbaya, we all gonna get along, all we are saying is give peace a chance moment. It's not gonna work. And when I say, they was getting into it to the point where Latrice and Leticia had to jump up and separate them. They weren't about to fight, but they were like really in each other's face yelling. Even Antoinette even threw it up in her face, talking about some, girl, you really up over here on some whole, race, let's all come together type shit. But at the end of the day, excuse me, but at the end of the day, you the one that said you had come, girl. Now, they ended up breaking them up and pulling them apart, and Latrice recognized that it was something else going on with her friend. So she pulled Antoinette away and said, girl, Like, I understand you all hot and bothered, but you really came at her. Now, Antoinette, to Antoinette's credit, she did apologize to Amber, and she told her, listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I let my emotions get the best of me, and I apologize. But when she went to go talk to Latrice, she told her, she said, basically, she is under a lot of pressure and a lot of stress, and she is scared. She's got this new practice opening up. Things are not going well. You know, it's always problems with construction. Construction never runs smooth, okay? So she keeps getting setbacks. Now, she didn't really say a lot about the financial side of it, but I'm sure that there's a financial piece to this that's sort of stressing her out. There's that financial side to it that's stressing her out. But even outside of that, she's scared of failing. She said, well, no, she did, because she talked about if the practice fails, she's gonna go bankrupt. And she said, oh, hold on, I forgot a part. I'm gonna go back to that. But Latrice was like, girl, listen, I got your back, and if I got anything to do with it, I'm not gonna let you fail. She said, business is hard, owning your business is hard, and there gonna be ups and downs, and you're gonna make mistakes. She said, but I got your back, and I'm not gonna let you fail. And again, I keep telling y'all, this show, yes, it's got mess and it's got drama, but they keep giving us these moments. They keep giving us these gems. And when I tell you that right there was a moment, Latrice said, I got you. And if I got anything to do with it, oh, you will not fail. I said, you better come on here. You better come on here. And let's be clear, people, a lot of times, entrepreneurs and things like that, we see the success, but we don't see the failures. And at the end of the day, it is hard. Owning your business is hard. You are going to make mistakes. You're not going to make all the right decisions and the best moves because you don't know. But when you got a friend group and a support system like what Latrice is giving her, girl, you're going to be all right. I said, I know that, but that was a moment. That was a moment. Now, the other thing I forgot, Simone, why I want to keep calling that girl Simone? Antoinette went on a date with a guy that she had met. She said when her husband moved out, when it got real about the divorce got real, she went on a trip to Guyana, and she said he was on the trip with her, and they sort of clicked off the break. They immediately clicked. They had a lot in common, and he lives in Seattle, but they've been, sort of dating, and they had a good date, and he told her, he said, listen, I want to date you. We'll figure out the distance and all of that, but I'm interested. I'm having a good time, and I want us to keep doing this. And he black. So I'm here for it. I was here for it. It was a good episode, y'all. And next week, it looked like Marie putting her husband out the house, honey. I'm here for that, okay? All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.